Well, President Biden is expected to make a decision on student debt cancellation today, with the White House reportedly considering canceling up to $10,000 in student debt for borrowers. Yahoo Finance's Ronda with me here at the desk to break it all down. And Ronda, we've gotten some reporting out of the Wall Street Journal as well as Bloomberg. We haven't heard from the White House yet, but what are the scenarios we're looking at right now?
Okay, so first scenario is forbearance expires August 31st. So he either just extends the forbearance. Second scenario, we get our $10,000 with the income caps and loan forgiveness. Third scenario, combo package. And what most of the outlets are reporting is this sort of combo package of an extension of forbearance until the end of the year and this $10,000 in loan cancellation.
And just to be clear, $10,000 cancellation for those making $125,000 and less. That's the cap you're talking about.
That's the cap that we're talking about. That's what outlets are reporting. There's also some reporting of a possibility of an additional $10,000 for people who receive the Pell Grant, which is a need-based grant while they were in school.
This is obviously a decision that's been a long time coming. We know the president has been pulled from both sides of the party. Not going to please everybody, but there is the broader question here about the amount of debt students have taken on and whether, in fact, there needs to be a larger conversation about reform.
And that's what everyone on both sides is talking about, regardless of what happens with the forbearance or the cancellation. Unless you reform the process, then we're going to be at this juncture later down the line because we have income, like the caps for the loans. It used to be that borrowers could only take out a certain amount. An 18-year-old can't go to a bank right now and get $30,000 in loans. But we're letting them do that because tuition is over $30,000. So that's the big issue with the price of tuition going up and all this other stuff. Is our system of how we are letting borrowers finance debt, does that really work? And most people, I know that this is very, controversial for most people and it's a touch and go issue. But when it comes to higher education, it's kind of like the American dream of home ownership. We told these kids, you know what, you do this. This is good debt. It's going to help you further down the line. But one of the things I always tell people, most of the people who had student loan debt in the 80s, their tuition was probably like $2,000 to $5,000. That's not the case now. So yes, you could go and get a part-time job and pay off your student loan debt. There is no way you require a bachelor's degree to be an admin assistant. Mm-hmm. They've taken out about $60,000 in loans. They're not getting $60,000 in their income, but they have to repay this back. So we need to look at the larger picture of the rising cost of tuition and is this whole way of financing your education when your chances of gainful employment afterwards do not mirror?
So the amount of debt going up, number one, because you can take out more loans.
Yes.
But also because the cost of tuition has gone up significantly. Certainly a longer term conversation. I know it's going to be a busy day for you today, but we will be watching the administration or the president's announcement very closely. Thanks so much for that, Ronda.